Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Mike again. We're going to drop another video today talking about the 3 stocks I have my eye on for the month of February. We kind of went over some of these stocks in my last video when I was talking about how I got paid for the month of January, which stocks gave me dividends and where I was looking to go with those. I'm going to leave that video at the end, that way you can check that out. So without further ado, let's get into these 3 companies that I've got my eye on that I might try to increase my position on this month. Alright everybody, before we get started, of course, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. Helps us out with the algorithm, shows our video to more people. If you look down in the comments below, you're going to see those good old trusty links. That's going to give you some free money and some free stocks. We got Webull, we have M1 Finance, and I've even started investing in Coinbase down below. Try to get you a little exposure to that cryptocurrency. Alright everybody, the stock market's been a little back and forth the last week, especially with all eyes on GME, but it's actually allowed for some pretty good buying opportunities for some blue chip stocks. So I've got my eye on 3 of them. We're going to go through those real quick and see if any of them pique your interest that you might want to invest in this month. The first one we're going to take a look at is Procter & Gamble. Their earnings came out, I believe, last week, and they had a pretty solid quarter, but their price doesn't reflect that whatsoever. Over the last 3 months, Procter & Gamble has dropped over almost 7%. We're down 6.89%. You can see my average cost on this was $139.31, but it's already down to $128. So I really like Procter & Gamble. They make a lot of products that you can't really go without, a lot of paper products. So I think Procter & Gamble is a good buy for anybody. Right now, they're sitting at a dividend yield of about 2.43, according to Robinhood. And you don't know how much you can trust that. As you can tell, Robinhood's not on my good side right now. So yeah, I don't think you really go wrong with PG right now. Some Procter & Gamble, not going anywhere. Dividend King, good value right now. The next one's one of my favorites, but I cannot bring myself to put any more money into it, and I don't know why. It's PepsiCo. Over the past month, PepsiCo is also down 6% in this market. Again, there's no reason it should be. It should be going up. So this is a good time if you have a cost basis above $136.98. Get in there, bring that cost basis down. It brings your dividend yield up. Right now for PepsiCo, that dividend yield is still looking at like a 2.95. So you're almost creeping into that 3% range. And I mean, for PepsiCo, that's great. Obviously I feel a little more bullish on PepsiCo than I do Coca-Cola. PepsiCo is much more diverse along with their snacks and all the other brands that they have under their umbrella. Take a look at PepsiCo's list of products and it'll kind of blow you away at how diversified they are. And I think that tends to lend itself toward a quicker and higher growth rate than like a Coca-Cola. But right now, yeah, they're definitely down 7%, 6.2%, excuse me. And probably a good time to get your average down on PepsiCo. And the last stock I want to talk about today is Pfizer. I got into Pfizer at $35.24, and it's back down to that initial cost basis for me of about $35.86. And kind of shocking. I mean, we all know that back in December, Pfizer came out with their vaccine. Of course, it was, the 2 doses. And, I thought Pfizer was going to take off. So it's very shocking to see Pfizer still at the average cost that I had gotten it, 4 or 5 months ago. So very shocking to me, and a little bit tell of tape. As you can see, this last month or so, it's down a little over 2%, which obviously makes it a pretty good buying opportunity. Buy the dips, right? Red days are my favorite days. But if you look back at the 3-month chart, you can see where this thing peaks right there, and at that peak, I'll just throw it up there, is $42.56. But then it was like the initial news was lost on everybody. You had the Moderna vaccine come out, and then it just kind of tailed off. I do think with J&J coming out with their vaccine news last week that their single jab was only, I believe, 70-something% effective. I expect Pfizer and Moderna to kind of go back up. I believe, the numbers sound better when you're talking about a 90% effective rate versus a 70%, even if it is 2 sticks compared to 1. Now, of course, Johnson & Johnson has that manufacturing machine behind it. They're going to pump out those vaccine doses like nobody's business. So I'm kind of curious to see how these 2 companies compete for that kind of market and see who takes the lead on vaccinations right now, because we all know that Johnson & Johnson can roll those things out so fast. But with Pfizer and Moderna's efficacy, you don't really know if the J&J vaccine will really take off the way that we think it will. So that's it, everyone. A nice quick little video just kind of showing you the 3 stocks that I have my eye on. I'm probably going to do my best to add to those positions. I've got to buy some more PepsiCo. I talk about it almost every video how much I like it, and I've only got one share. So we got to do something about that. We got to pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers. So as always, thank you for joining me. Have a great week, great weekend, and we'll see you next time.